child.
This is the funny thing. I was in Boyle Heights, and the difference between who had some money and who didn't have some money really wasn't very great. Everybody seemed to be in the same general grouping. And I don't ever remember anything like that growing up. But what I do remember, that my favorite food, which to this day, were lamb chops. And we had lamb chops once a week. And it couldn't have cost very much at that time. So something went on in the world economy. The domestic lamb chop industry, declined. So that now, if you want it, it's $9 a pound for the kind of stuff that we were getting, and it comes from Australia or New Zealand, and it's frozen. There's the whole. Bless you.
Excuse me.
But no. Also, my uncle had a bakery on Brooklyn Avenue. And that's my father's brother. And my father had cousins with whom he had stayed in New York when he first came to America, who came out to California, and they had a bakery on Brooklyn Avenue. So no one ever went hungry because my uncle, my cousins never charged us for bread. You get a free loaf of bread once a week or something like that. When I got older, we kind of thought that was like charity and got resentful about it. But now looking back on it, why not? It's all in the family. Plus it was Russian rye bread. I didn't know from Wonder Bread till I was an adult. And my father and mother did a good job of brainwashing me into thinking that it was rotten, wasn't worth eating. They called it chewing gum bread. I hope that the Wonder people aren't one of your sponsors. They said you could take a piece of Wonder Bread and go like this and turn it into a little ball about the size of a marble. And he was absolutely right. And of course today everybody likes, if you go for healthy bread, it's wheat bread and pumpernickel and like that, and not the white flour bread. So I had good training that way.
What was the name of your uncle's bakery?
The Warsaw Bakery, Brooklyn and St. Louis. Now it's Cesar Chavez Avenue.
Where was your family home?
We had several homes. There was the first house right by 4th and Soto. And I guess when my younger brother came along, it was a kind of arrangement where my father had the store in the front where he made neckwear, and the residence in the back. And as far as I know, the building's still there. And so he moved to a similar arrangement at 1952 and a quarter Brooklyn Avenue, where there were some retail stores, and he rented one where he was working there for a while, and we were living in the back, along with several other houses that were kind of identical, which is why we had the fraction on that. And we were there till I was about 10 years old. About 1949 we moved to 1023 and a half Sentinel Avenue near Wabash and Evergreen, which isn't exactly Boyle Heights, but everybody called it that anyway. It's part of East Los Angeles, and that's where I stayed till I moved out and became an adult.